Okay, I think we did a little bit, because of the ongoing drama with me and Indy here. Because again, I picked up subs, so there is an interest in that. So, but yeah, it's getting past the whole thing. No, she's not in danger. She's not being groomed, or at least not ostensibly being groomed. But there is undue influence from the sidelines that really shouldn't be done. It's supposed to be a personal issue, supposed to do itself. Everyone shut the fuck up. But let's take a look at because made a post about how she became a boy, as if that's physically possible. Talking about she's feeling so much better, and I was like, okay, let's take a look at this here. When someone tries to change their identity that radically, especially to something they're really not, the tendency seems to be that they end up becoming kind of a bad parody of what they think they're going to become. Like it kind of goes into the where like how men trying to become women become a rather disturbing and insulting version of women, which only serves to piss off women, frankly. It's like Dylan Mulvaney is the prime example. It's like, no, but that's like when he has it wasn't day of woman, the day of girlhood. He turned into a shrilly little 6-year-old girl. But the thing is, it's still the same behavior. He was doing the same stupid stuff when he was, very much male, but prancing around on The Price is Right or on Ellen show. He hadn't really changed much at all. So, but he's still desperately needy for attention and want to be an actor. And it's all a big cosplay for him. And he's burying himself in the part. But getting this back on here, it's kind of like I'm thinking about why I got out of the Air Force. I didn't like what I was becoming. My attitude was really getting kind of cynical. It was like my sense of humor is really getting vicious, and it's like I got slapped behind me when I made a typical kind of joke. I thought would have flown fine in the barracks, but it's like and I got called on the carpet by my mom. I was like, okay, yeah, I this is not good. This is not something I want to. And that's when I said, no, I'm not staying in longer than I have to. Once my term of service, and plus it was all help because I was getting back into broadcasting. I wanted to be a DJ since I was like 13. I went to CSU for a year because they got a real good program, but it's 4 years, and I also started doing a typical meltdown type band, and got sidetracked. But that's another story. But it was kind of rediscovering my love of broadcasting. And the Air Force would not, they would not, not the Air Force, the local would not make allowances for me to take the time off to take the classes as I was progressing. Then they were doing an early out program because it was right after, early Bush administration. Early, later, and they started. We're the Cold War's over. Let's, they want to get out early, so I got out, really a couple months early. Because I was like, look, I'm doing this. I'm already off base. Screw it. I'm not signing up for another. Now, again, if I had known about this school I went to eventually that had a very flexible schedule, I probably would have stuck it out 4 more years, just for the financial stability, and still been able to do stuff. And then finally, I got out. I'd have been in a much better position. But that's water under the bridge. Anyway, I just did not like what I was turning into. I wanted my long hair back. Okay. And when I got out, it went to my shoulders. It went longer than I ever had it before. I went nuts. But I was just, like, no, this is not what I want to be anymore. The military life is not for me. Okay, there are certain company things. Yeah, you always know you'll have a bed. You'll go to the chow hall and get fed. It's arrested. The development really. I wonder why some military vets are like not necessarily fully developed. They never were you're really allowed to. Everything was taken care of them from the time they're maybe like 18, 19 when they joined, and possibly another 40, another 20 years and they're in, and they got out and thing, and they didn't have to develop any kind of life skills really. Everything was there. They knew where they were going in the morning. They knew what they're doing. They're getting paid, twice a month. We come hell or high water. You know, they know what they're gonna wear. They know, everything. It's very structured lifestyle. It's very easy to get suckered into it. But again, that's getting off into the weeds on my situation. So we have Indy deciding she wants to be a boy. But again, not being a boy, she has to go by what she thinks a boy is. And we got so where she's kind of just sloughing off. Like, hey, bros, what's up? And I think part of it is also just hitting the pot and not just kind of letting herself go a little bit. And more cynical attitude and blocking people more than anything. It's like, basically, Indy, you turned into an asshole. And I say this with all love, and I still love you to bits, okay? But you really turned into a bit of an asshole, okay? You got to look in the mirror. It's like, compare yourself to where you were a year ago. And and I had a few years to go back to look at that's where I was starting. But you don't have very much time to look back on. This is well within easy short-term memory of what we were like about a year ago. How you responded to people, how you treated people, to how you're treating them now. Now, this is not grooming, threatening. This is just trying to become something you're not, and then the gears are not meshing, okay? It's like, this really the kind of person you wanted to become? An asshole? Come on. Just back off, And again, everyone else is, with the, oh, you're such a smart, you're such a cute, but you're so cute, you'll be so hot when you chop your tits off. Shut the fuck up with that, okay? You're not helping. Like I said all along, affirming a delusion only gets you more delusion, okay? You're not helping her. You are not helping her at all by affirming this nonsense, okay? One thing, you're prompting assholes like me to come in trying, for equal time, balance. No, you're not. You're not. You chop those tits off, and you're signing yourself up to be a permanent pharmaceutical, experiment. Because you think they're hurt now? Wait till they're gone. They're really gonna hurt. Because you start messing up with the musculature and stuff, and you'd be a combination of pain in certain areas and total numbness in the other. It's not a good solution to this. It's like, this part of the thing of why chopping off perfectly good body parts over a personality issue is generally always considered a very stupid idea. You talk to a lot of genuine transsexuals, that a lot of them say they wish the hell they didn't have to do this to live with themselves. Okay, and the fact that you're not clawing, it's like, so that, no, it's not. Okay, this is the already documented issues rearing their ugly heads and doing weird things. Okay. And you really need to, back off on that. It's like, and I'm like, I put in the comments, like, quit going by what these certain things are going to. You want to grow your hair back out? Grow your hair back out, okay? You go out shop, you see a cute outfit that's definitely not a boy, but let's go for it, Again, it's kind of like when I put that thing up from a kind of PSA thing. It's like, where the hell, how did we get here? When I was growing up, it was equality of the sexes. You do what you want to do. Don't let the fact that you're a boy or a girl say you can't do that, okay? You're a girl, you want to work construction? Great, go for it. Recognize there are certain physical limitations because, you're not going to be able to haul the 50, the thing, but, you want to work construction? Work construction. Boy wants to dance ballet? Let him fucking dance ballet. God. But it didn't make them any less a boy or a girl. That's the thing with the stupid spectrum thing where they start pigeonholing. Well, if you're like this, then you're that, and you're that. No! Bullshit! You are what you are. You like what you like. The twain don't necessarily have to cross, okay? If for some strange reason you prefer Ken to G.I. Joe, whatever, okay? Like under the guise of supposedly being more inclusive, and instead they have made it more restrictive and misogynistic and homophobic. And this side has somehow embraced. No, we're what? No, bullshit. You were signing up to be, for the slaughter in that thing, yeah? And and again, I think there's still a thing in the back of your mind. How, Indy, why you hate the current pride flag with a big triangle thing on this side there? And in one of the videos, you arrange them the right way, that those triangles form into a swastika, okay? It is not. They've taken what was, where they just want, where people just wanted to be left alone and live their lives. It has turned completely upside down, And it needs to be called out, and it's partially what I'm doing on various things, usually on Twitter. I don't want to clutter up the YouTube channel with this any more than what I'm doing right now. But Indy, come on. You need to just get away from all of the bullshit thing back and forth. And you need to chop this up. And you need something. I tell you, the one guy on the Twitter said he called it Brits tumors. I wanted to reach through the screen and strangle his ass. How dare you go that, you misogynistic pig? Because I talk about my my female aspect in my personality. Well, we all have these parts of our personality stuff that, for convenience sake, we tend to label either male or female, masculine or feminine. And I kind of gather a lot of mine up into, and I'm under a category called Cassie. My internal twin sister, Cassandra Dawn Littlepage. And I find ways to occasionally let her loose a little bit. Nowadays, usually like gaming or sex. That's where she gets out. Tried a little mind experiment once when we were in a Commodore 64 message board thing. And I decided to try out things. Created her own profile. Okay, I'm not quite sure what's going on here. But created a profile for him, did a few posts, and she was a snarky bitch. And people jumping on Lauren Boebert because her boyfriend got grabbed, got fancy during a date. It's like, come on, people, please. They celebrate men dancing naked in front of kids out in the street, but her boyfriend cops a feel in a darkened theater. Oh my God! Get a grip. But yeah, it's just, Indy, just go back and watch your own videos. You don't need to listen to me at all. Watch your own freaking videos. What you were like back then, and you know what you were thinking when you made those videos. And compare it. What is different here, what I was then and what I am now? Quit OnlyFans because they're ripping off your audience, or ripping off your fan base. And like some guys said, well, we signed up for girl video. We didn't sign up for, we didn't know it was going to be 6 months of femboy stuff. Okay. And also, one post I hope, if you're going for genuine cunt boys, the way to go. Girls you can't do it. There's enough subtlety in the sexuality thing. And that's kind of goes, and I think why your Pornhub ranking is dropping. Because people looking for femboys, that's just a girl. Chopping your hair off and wearing a binder doesn't make you a boy. Fuck you, bye. And old time fans just say this is not the shit we want, and they're leaving. And that's why you drop, even as a subscriber. You're in the mid-30s, you're down to the 50s. When you're that high up, in that short of time, that's a massive drop. Because you said you want a gay man. Gay men want live dick. They don't want pussy. If they wanted pussy, they wouldn't be gay men. Okay? That's the basic math of it. I'm sorry. Biology is about you. Even gay men, that's still the simple mind, male brain. It's like we're very simple and goal oriented. We know what we want it. But yeah, it's like it just need to. The fact that you're not on testosterone, and I think it should be, it's like this will probably dawn on you sooner than if you were having your mind twisted by having all these wrong sex hormones. Because testosterone is besides all the other crap it does, it's a hell of a stimulant. It heightens aggression and libido, and like your sex drive's not high enough as it is. You'd be humping the furniture, but that's what a lot of them they start off and they feel great. They're on top of the world. They want to take on everything and charge the gates of hell with a squirt gun and a wet sponge. Yes, sir. And then eventually you get used to it and it stabilizes, and it doesn't feel that great, especially when your voice drops 6 octaves and things start hurting that didn't hurt before. Again, the fact that you're not on this crap, thank fucking God you're not. I would hope, and this should dawn on you sooner, start going out shopping and seeing something that's not boy stuff. Fuck is not. If it's you, get it, okay? If you got the money, you get it. And that's why I've been, what I said repeatedly when we're still DMing. It's like, I'm not interested in boy Indy, girl Indy, Irish setter Indy. I'm just in Indy, okay? Be yourself, whatever that happens to be. And again, I really don't give a shit what you call yourself at this point. What I'm concerned about is you're doing something stupid and irreversible, like chopping off body parts. I mean, you said you're not a self-harmer. What you're doing is you're farming it out in that case. Okay. But it's just, and the whole thing, you just need, and I was hoping, also hoping the trip to LA would give you a chance to, again, get away from all this crap. Despite my well-intentioned interference, I am sorry again for that. Again, I was badly misinformed, and we are addressing that issue. But, and I've also sent out apologies to whoever needed to, but they always say, love means never to say you're sorry. He's a fucking idiot. Okay, Larry Siegel, smoke one in hell for that thing, idiot. Like the best part, the movie What's Up, Doc? Barbara Streisand, Ryan O'Neal, at the last scene on the airplane, and he's everything. I'm sorry, and she, quotes that line from Love Story. Love means never having to say you're sorry. And he just looks deadpan at them. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. So. But, because any kind of loves it, you're saying sorry. I'm something. But you need to really take a big step back from all this and and do an assessment of where you are now compared to where you were, where you wanted to go in the first damn place. Because I'm pretty sure this ain't it. So it's I'm just again, I want you to be happy, but I want you to be happy for the right reasons, because I want you in your right mind. And as long as you don't do something really dumb and irreversible, you'll figure it out. You're smart enough, and you've got enough, thing. I will also say, I think your therapists have totally failed on this. I think it's probably time to fire them and get new ones, if only to bring in a fresh perspective. I think the ones you've been with have probably been too damn long, and they've gotten used to your weirdness. And it's time to clean the slate, bring in some new people who can take a look at this. No, wait a minute, they missed this. So, we'll talk at you later.